Welcome, 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 welcome. I hope you've all had a good finals. It's over. I hope finals went well. Welcome to Let's Talk Ed with Professor Chris, the best college podcast as usual, where we continue to explore the big questions about education, careers, and the future. But most importantly, the show that is empowering minds one episode at a time. And we did it. We did it for a whole year. We're here. This is actually going to be the very last podcast for the year, but stay tuned for the next year. All right. Once again, I'm your host, Professor Chris. So let's get into it. Today, what do I want to talk about? Congratulations again on another great semester. The topic as we wrap up the semester that I was trying to think about, what would be a good topic to discuss as you're all getting ready, and I do think some of you are already on break, but I just remembered how usually some of the semesters start. And I do want to just caution students as you're getting ready for the break. So I decided, why not provide some tidbits on how to have a very good break and a very good vacation if you're planning on one. So our topic for today is actually going to be safety precautions for college students on break or vacation. Safety precaution for college students on break or vacation. Once again, please, I know this is the last podcast. We're wrapping up for the year, but please put in your comments, even if it's a thumbs up. Thanks, Professor Chris, for another great year. That is plenty enough, okay? So, let's get into, before we get into the topic and why I actually wanted to kind of discuss this topic, let's wrap up the semester right, or as I call it, ending the semester right. I do actually have a presentation for this. So I'm going to go through this wrap up and also kind of preparation for the next semester very quickly. Number one, final grades. Okay, make sure you have your final grades. You know what grades you're getting. Sometime if it's a prerequisite, very, very important. You want to know your final grades. If you're graduating, you definitely want to know your final grades, okay? Please, please, please complete every single course evaluations. Very, very important. It helps your instructors, okay, good or bad, all right? Yes, I get it. If you don't do well in the class, then you're really upset. But really, take a step back. Do a quick evaluation of the course that you've taken. What was good, what was bad, provide that feedback to your instructors. It's going to help you. Maybe you're going to be taking another class with that same instructor. Or better yet, you're helping that instructor prepare for your friends that may be taking that class. Okay, so very, very important. Please, please complete your course evaluations. Congratulations once again if you are graduating. However, please return the library books and pay all pending fines, okay? If you owe the cafeteria, if there's anything in the bookstore, especially the library, if you don't return the library books, you probably would not graduate, okay? Yes, and that is going to haunt you for a long time. So please return all library books. Have you registered for classes the next semester? If you haven't, please do so. So one, you know whether you're in or you're on the waiting list, okay? Do you need to retake a class? If you do need to retake a class the next semester, please consult your advisor immediately, okay? All right. Very important. Take a minute to thank all your instructors for a great semester, preferably in person. But if you've already on your way, on your vacation, you're gone, send an email, okay? Send an email. It goes a long way. Just a little thank you to your instructors is very good. And what is even better is sending a thank you card. And boy, do I cherish and still hold on dearly to all my cards from my students. I have a whole box of it. And that is one of my cherished treasures, okay? So again, take a minute, thank your instructors, whether through email, a thank you card, priceless, okay? Thank you cards are priceless. If you do it in person too, that's great. Last but not the least, Make a quick note to yourself of what went right and what went wrong during the semester while it's very fresh in your mind. Okay? Very, very important. This very moment, take a minute to look at the whole semester. What went right? What went wrong? So that way, you're going to take what went right with you to the next semester, or you're going to correct what went wrong this semester. Okay? Those are my quick tips on wrapping up the semester right. Okay, so let's get into today's topic again, safety precautions for college students on break or vacation. Why did I want to touch on this topic? First of all, I'm not trying to ruin anyone's vacation, but please, 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 my goal for you is to make sure you're coming back in one piece to start the semester. There is nothing more challenging than starting a semester with a loss. There is nothing more challenging than starting a semester with a loss. And I've been there and I've done that, and it's not a good experience for both the instructor and for students. Mental is very, very challenging. Okay? So please, 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 whatever you do, okay, make sure you're very, very careful so you're coming back in one piece. The semester can start off great, and do not be a statistic. Talking about statistics, okay, there are more than 1,500 college students between the ages of 18 and 24 that unfortunately died due to alcohol-related unintentional injuries. And I've always said, as much as I love the breaks and take a little vacation here and there are two breaks that really, 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 yes, I love it, but I don't like it. Spring break is one, and of course, the Christmas, December holidays. And the only reason is because that is where students feel like they have all the time in their hand and trying to do different things that they're not supposed to be doing, okay? Close to 700,000 students between the ages, again, of 18 and 24 are assaulted by other students who have been drinking. So once again, we're talking about alcohol. And of course, sadly, sexual assault, you're actually going to have 1 out of 5 college women that are going to experience some kind of sexual assault during the time in college. Don't be a statistic. Don't be part of these numbers, okay? So yes, again, my main reason for wanting to kind of wrap up the semester with this topic is that I want everybody to come back in one piece so we can start the semester right. What are some of the common risks during breaks and vacations? Accidents. 1. Influenced by, of course, either drinking, some drug, something else, okay? There's usually physical harm that we can avoid. You might find yourself somewhere getting lost. Usually semester starts and I'm getting emails from students, Professor Chris, I was somewhere in Cambodia, somewhere here. I'm still trying to figure out how to come back, flight. You want to make sure, right, one, that you have all your documents ready, whatever vacation, plan it very well. Try to be within groups, okay, especially if you're traveling very far out. You want to be in groups. I have a lot of stories on, again, starting, especially in January, right? You're getting ready to start a semester and, you know, students either stuck somewhere, have to miss a week here or 2 days here and there. So plan your vacations very well, be safe. But again, some of the common risks, all right? Usually accidents, theft, physical harm, you know, you're getting lost, you've gone somewhere, alcohol and drug misuse, a lot of different scams that students either kind of find themselves involved in. And of course, you know, when you break, be very careful. You're drinking, sometimes sex, and all, you know, all in the midst. So please, please, please be careful and avoid any of this risk. If you're traveling, some of my quick tips, as I mentioned, some students are usually delayed on their travel plans. Either the documents, you know, are missing, can't find passports, you know, get stuck somewhere else. So if you're traveling, some of my tips are share your contact information with either your parents, your friends, wherever you're going. Make sure you research the location where you're going, so you nowhere, fortunately, nowhere is really that safe. Okay, so but you want to be very careful. You know, wherever you go, make sure you know the area. Make sure you're with somebody that knows the area very well. Okay. My last tip, as I already kind of touched on some of the risk, is yes, it is a holidays, and you're gonna find yourself in a party or some social events, and you got to be very careful. Okay. People always say, know your limits, know your limits. I say limits, the best limit is abstinence. Whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's sex, your best limit is actually going to be abstinence. Okay? That is really it, okay? I want you to enjoy your break, you know, have fun. You're not coming back with a missing leg, a missing arm. Whatever you do, you know, be safe out there. You're not coming back pregnant, fortunately. You know, I've seen that too. So whatever you do, let's enjoy our break. Most importantly, that you're trying to get some rest as you're getting ready for your break. Okay. So tune in next year as we continue to explore the evolving landscape of education, careers. Until then, stay curious. This was actually a section, once again, of Ask Professor Chris. So yes, you know, still put it in your comments in the YouTube sections as you're watching this here. We are always empowering minds one episode at a time. I'm looking forward to coming back next year to continue this. Don't drink beer, but live beer. Most importantly, during this break, please, please, please do not drink beer, but live beer. Balance, eat well, exercise, and get some rest. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And I do have a very, very, very nice surprise for you to start the new year. So please stay tuned. Happy holidays.